You know, every morning when I brew my first cup of coffee, I always take a few quiet minutes just to listen to my body. And at 60, I've realized something. The way we start our morning often decides how the rest of our day unfolds. One of my patients, Helen, she's 67, once told me, "Doctor, I don't know why, but every morning I wake up feeling drained, like my body doesn't even want to get out of bed." After running some tests, she was diagnosed with a thyroid disorder. And what stayed with me was what she said next. "I thought I was tired because I was old, but my body was trying to tell me something." And if you're watching this video, maybe you felt that too. Your body slowing down, your energy rising and falling unpredictably, waking up in the morning feeling like your day hasn't really started yet. Have you ever felt that way? The thyroid, this tiny little gland in your neck, is like the central control panel for your energy, metabolism, heartbeat, breathing, even your mood. And for people over 50, especially women, the thyroid becomes more sensitive, more prone to imbalance. The interesting thing is, just a few small changes in your morning can make a huge difference. I used to wonder, can something as simple as a morning drink really make a difference? But after decades of working with older patients, I've learned this: morning is the gateway to the entire day. When you treat your body kindly in those first moments, your thyroid and your energy respond in a very gentle, positive way. A nutrition expert I admire deeply, Dr. Ruchika Gupta, once told me, even the smallest morning rituals can reshape how the thyroid behaves for the rest of the day. And she's right. I've seen it in so many patients. People who thought lifelong fatigue was their destiny suddenly find stability just by choosing the right morning drink. So I want you to imagine something. Picture your thyroid like a piano. If you play it before tuning, the sound is sharp, harsh, out of rhythm. But once you tune it just a little, the notes turn warm, steady, harmonious. Your body works the same way. Morning is when you tune your thyroid, your energy, and even your mood. And today, I want to share with you the 4 morning drinks I found most effective for people with thyroid issues or for anyone who wants to feel stable, lighter, and healthier after 50. Note expense of the drinks. Not colorful, over-marketed superfood products. Just simple, natural choices backed by real science, the kind that have brought balance back to so many of my patients. I share this as someone who has lived through tired mornings, energy crashes, and days when I woke up feeling sad for no reason. I share this as someone who has lived more than half a lifetime and realized we don't need complicated things. We just need things that help our body and our spirit feel a little lighter. So on this journey, I hope you listen to your body the same way you'd listen to an old friend. Because the thyroid, even though it's quiet, is always trying to send signals. And sometimes, just a warm glass of lemon water, a cup of moringa tea, or a sip of coconut water with a touch of cinnamon is enough for your body to say, thank you. So, what are these 4 drinks? Why are they good for your thyroid? And how should you use them each morning? We'll go through each one, but before that, I want you to ask yourself one simple question. Did I really take care of my body this morning? If the answer is not really, then you're in the right place. And I'm glad to be here with you. 1. Warm lemon water with a pinch of mineral salt. My friend, to start this first section, I want you to imagine a quiet, peaceful morning. The sky is just turning light. The air is still cool. And you're holding a warm cup of lemon water with a hint of mineral salt. Just lifting that cup, you're already doing something kind to your thyroid. It sounds simple, doesn't it? But in medicine, the simple things are often the most powerful. I remember an older patient of mine, Richard, he's 72. For years, he complained about fatigue, feeling cold, and waking up every morning like he was dragging his body out of bed. After discovering he had a thyroid imbalance, he told me, "Doctor, I thought I was just old. Turns out my body was begging for help." And after just 3 months of drinking warm lemon water with a pinch of mineral salt each morning, he came back and said, "I feel alive again. Lighter, clearer, and strangely enough, I finally want to get out of bed." So why lemon water? And why mineral salt? Let me explain the easiest way possible. When you have thyroid issues, your body is often mildly dehydrated, your digestion slows, and your metabolism drags. When you wake up, your digestive system is like a cold engine. It needs a gentle start. A cup of warm water with a few drops of lemon is that gentle ignition. Lemon activates digestive enzymes, wakes up the liver, and most importantly, helps your body absorb water better, something people with thyroid imbalances often struggle with. Mineral, salt, magnesium, potassium, sometimes a little zinc, provides the essential minerals your thyroid needs to function smoothly. I often tell my patients, it's not about drinking more water. It's about drinking the right water, water with minerals. Magnesium helps relax your muscles and nerves, easing fatigue. Potassium helps balance fluids and gently stabilizes your heartbeat. And together, they help your thyroid breathe a little easier. You might be wondering, Doctor, does it really make a difference? Let me tell you another story. One morning, back when I was on call at the clinic, a patient named Maria, 58 years old, newly diagnosed with hypothyroidism, looked at me with a worried expression and asked, "How long do I have to take this medication? Is there any way I can rely on medicine less?" I told her something I want to repeat to you today. Medication matters, but your habits, that's what determines the long journey ahead. A proper morning routine can be more powerful than a mild dose of medicine. She listened. She started every morning with warm lemon water and a pinch of mineral salt. 3 weeks later, she came back for a follow-up. She smiled and said, "I'm still tired, but it's the kind of tired that feels manageable. It feels like my body is slowly waking up." And that's exactly what I want you to understand. We're not chasing sudden change. We're building steady change day by day. Warm lemon water with mineral salt isn't magic, but it's a gentle tap on the shoulder, a way of waking your thyroid up each morning. So if today you feel tired, or if your body has been feeling heavy lately, try placing a warm glass of water in front of you. Add a little lemon, a little mineral salt. Drink slowly, feel the warmth move down into your stomach, and let your body whisper back to you, "Thank you." That is the most beautiful way to begin a new day. 2. Moringa tea. Now, let's talk about a morning drink that many people in the US aren't familiar with, but in many Asian and Indian cultures, it's considered green gold, moringa tea. I want you to picture something. After age 50, the body becomes like a smaller, aging garden. The soil thins. The plants don't thrive the way they used to, and even a light wind can throw things off balance. The thyroid is the same. Just a slight drop in nutrients can trigger fatigue, feeling cold, hair loss, weight gain. And this is exactly why moringa tea has become a close friend of the thyroid. Moringa is packed with antioxidants, zinc, iron, all critical for protecting thyroid cells from inflammation and oxidative stress. I often tell my patients, you don't need expensive vitamins. Sometimes a simple cup of moringa tea is enough to nourish your thyroid from the inside out. I remember a patient of mine, Linda, 61 years old, who had been dealing with hypothyroidism for years. She once told me she felt like her body had no fire left. Every morning was slow. Every task felt heavy. One day, I suggested she try drinking moringa tea 3-4 mornings a week. A little while later, she returned with a smile I hadn't seen in years. "My body is still slow, but I feel healthy in a gentler way, like the strength is coming from inside." The beauty of moringa tea is that it doesn't overstimulate. It doesn't make your heart race like coffee. It doesn't disrupt your sleep. And it's especially helpful for people with sensitive thyroids. Ask yourself, when was the last time I drank a cup of tea that genuinely made my body feel good? Moringa has a soft, mild flavor, not bitter, not sour, almost like fresh young leaves. When you drink it warm, your body feels nourished, as if you're treating yourself with kindness. Scientifically, moringa supports the thyroid by helping reduce inflammation, protect thyroid cells from damage, balance hormone production, supply minerals needed to convert T4 into active T3, But beyond the science, what matters most is the feeling of giving yourself a few quiet minutes, lifting a warm cup, taking a slow sip, and letting your body find its rhythm again. At this age, we're no longer racing. We're learning to slow down, to go deeper, to understand our body the same way we'd understand an old friend. And if your mornings have been missing that sense of peace, try starting with a cup of moringa tea. 3. Fennel and coriander seed water. Now, let me tell you about a drink that seems incredibly simple, yet has a powerful impact on the thyroid and the digestive system. Fennel coriander seed water. I know that here in the US, many people aren't familiar with it. But in traditional medicine, especially in India, this is considered golden water, used to calm the body, ease bloating, and support the liver. And here's the thing. The liver is the hormone converter for the thyroid. It's the organ responsible for turning T4 into T3, the active form of thyroid hormone that keeps your metabolism and energy stable. So if your liver is tired, your thyroid gets tired too. Let me share a story. A few years ago, I had a patient named Matthew, 64 years old. He had mild hypothyroidism and was constantly bloated, burping, and waking up feeling heavy. One day, I asked him, "Do you feel like your body is slower than what you want it to be?" He laughed and said, "I'm slow, but my stomach is even slower." I suggested something very simple. Soak fennel seeds and coriander seeds overnight. In the morning, simmer them gently for a few minutes and drink the water warm. 4 weeks later, when he came back, he told me, "Doctor, I'm not getting any younger, but I feel lighter. And strangely, my mind feels clearer. My spirit feels calmer." I wasn't surprised. When the liver gets support, when bloating goes down, when the digestive system finally settles into its own rhythm, the thyroid can finally breathe a little easier. So why is this drink good for the thyroid? It's simple. Fennel seeds help reduce bloating, calm the stomach, and support the liver in processing toxins. Coriander seeds offer gentle detoxification, reduce water retention, and help balance hormones. Together, they create a kind of healing warm water, a drink that helps your body operate on its natural rhythm, without force, without rushing. I often tell my patients, you can't expect a healthy thyroid if your liver is exhausted. A healthy body works like a symphony. Each instrument needs to play in tune, and fennel coriander water is one of the gentlest ways to help that symphony return to balance. I want you to imagine this. One morning, you hold that warm cup in your hand. It doesn't have a strong smell. It doesn't have a sharp taste. It's just warmth, simple, gentle, comforting. You take a sip, and you feel your body ease just a little. Your stomach feels lighter. Your breath deepens. Your mind opens up. That is the power of simplicity. Not flashy, not complicated, but real and incredibly supportive for the thyroid. 4. Coconut water with a touch of cinnamon. Now, I want to share with you a drink that always brings a smile to my face whenever I mention it. Coconut water with a pinch of cinnamon. There is something kind, something pure about this drink. It isn't loud, it isn't intense yet. It has this quiet ability to restore the body in a very gentle way. I remember a summer morning not too long ago. One of my patients, Sarah, 59 years old, walked into the clinic exhausted after months of losing energy due to hypothyroidism. Everything about her felt drained, her strength, her enthusiasm, even the spark in her eyes. When I asked about her mornings, she said, "I wake up feeling like I just ran a marathon, even though all I did was sleep." I suggested something simple. On warmer, humid mornings or on days when your body feels heavy and sluggish, try a glass of coconut water with a little cinnamon. 2 weeks later, during her follow-up, she smiled softly and said, "I can't explain it, but that drink made me feel alive again." And I understood exactly what she meant. Coconut water has a quality many people overlook. It restores electrolytes naturally, gently, and effectively, something people with thyroid disorders desperately need. When the thyroid slows down, the body often experiences electrolyte imbalances, unstable blood sugar, fatigue without exertion, that persistent dragging feeling. Coconut water fills in those gaps, not too fast, not too strong, just slow, steady nourishment. So what about cinnamon? Cinnamon is like a rhythm keeper for blood sugar. It helps stabilize glucose levels, preventing those sudden drops or spikes that make you feel exhausted. For people with hypo or mild hyperthyroidism, this stability is priceless. I often tell my patients, the real benefit of your morning coconut water isn't the sweetness, it's the stability it gives back to your body. And on hot, humid days when you wake up feeling weighed down, a cool glass of coconut water with a hint of cinnamon can help you find your breath again, literally and emotionally. I want you to picture this. You're sitting by the window, soft morning light, slightly golden. You take a sip of chilled coconut water with a faint scent of cinnamon. Your whole body feels refreshed. Your breathing eases. Your morning becomes gentle again. That's what I want you to feel. Lightness, a sense of returning to yourself. A calm moment that lets you begin the day with a body that feels supported from the inside out. And if you've ever had one of those mornings where you wake up and feel like your body doesn't belong to you, try a glass of coconut water with cinnamon. Sometimes, that's all your body has been asking for. My friend, if you've stayed with me until this moment, I truly want to say thank you. Thank you for giving time to yourself. Thank you for caring enough to listen to your body. And thank you for spending these quiet minutes with me. In more than 30 years of working with people in their 50 seconds, 60 seconds, 70 seconds, I've realized something. We don't need to live faster anymore. We just need to live right. Right for our body. Right for our own rhythm. Right in how we care for each morning, each breath, each cup of water we give ourselves. If you take just one thing from today, just one, I hope it's this. Your body isn't asking for much. It just needs a little kindness. A warm glass of water, a cup of moringa tea, a gentle fennel coriander drink, or a sip of coconut water with cinnamon. Sometimes the simplest things are the first steps toward a whole new chapter, a chapter of living healthy, living slowly, living deeply, at the age where we finally understand the real value of each morning. And if today's message touched you even a little, or made you think about yourself a bit more, I'd like to invite you gently to hit subscribe. Not so I gain another number, but so you have a place to return to whenever you need a reminder, a peaceful corner, or a sincere conversation about health. After 50, when you click subscribe, you're telling your body, yes, I want to live better day by day. And it's my honor to walk with you on that journey. I'll see you in the next video. Wishing you a gentle morning and a peaceful heart.